Al Murdoch with your introductions. Enjoy.
Hockey fans, welcome to FLA Live Arena in sunny South Florida, home of your Florida Panthers. As we bring you the 2023 Honda NHL All-Star Game. Now let's make some noise for the 2023 Honda NHL All-Stars. First to the ice, the Pacific Division All-Stars. Presenting the Pacific Division All-Stars. Now with the New York Islanders, number 14, Bo Horvat. From the Anaheim Ducks, from the Vancouver Canucks, number 40, Elias Pettersson. From the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the players in new spots as Bo Horvat still out in the West in the Pacific, but with his number 14 New York Islanders on there. And after a long night last night, players were pretty good sports. They handled it okay. This is where you hope you see a little bit of effort, a little bit of excitement, and all their skills in full display.
So the Central in black and white, the Pacific. Excuse me, the other way around. Here comes Makar in, and that pass intended for McKinnon back the other way. And here comes Bo Horvat. We get used to number 14. Pass in front, and Kevin Fiala stopped the goaltender. Back in Elias Pettersson, that big slap shot of 103.2 miles an hour, won the hardest shot. Here's McKinnon in front, and that pass broken up and back the other way. It'll be Pettersson with a lead feed and a break for Bo Horvat. Stopped, and Hellebuck looked sharp in the early going. Got the three Avalanche stars together, Rantanen, McKinnon, Makar, but here comes the Pacific. It's Fiala playing it across. Morrissey centers. Kevin Fiala of the Los Angeles Kings once again. Quick turn here by Horvat. Played in front of the net. Scores! It's a goal for the Pacific.
Elias Pettersson was the hardest shooter last night. He didn't need to have the speed or the strength in this one. Just a little cycle down low, a rebound there, and how about this pace? It looked like he was going to go between the legs, and that brought Hellebuck down. Watch Hellebuck bite right there. Thinks it's going the other way, and quick little move, and Pettersson getting a chance to play with his former teammate one last time as he and Horvat paired up with Fiala.
Sixth Canuck to be in at least 3 All-Star games. Elias Pettersson, Marcus Naslund tops with 5 All-Star appearances.
Tell me we don't have an offside challenge.
It was offside at the blue line prior to the goal.
By the way, there were 2 successful challenges last year at the All-Star game.
Keep booing. It's hard enough to score in this league.
What do they say about the referees, guys? They're the best when nobody notices them.
Well, it's Pete DeBoer.
After video review, it was determined that the play was offside. Therefore, this is no goal.
A lot of head shakes on the Pacific bench right now.
David Amber.
Does anybody else find themselves watching Bo Horvat after that comment by Elliot about the espionage, sabotage? I find myself watching him right here.
Here he is, Horvat in front, and Pettersson's got one that'll count. Put that one on the board, and Elias Pettersson's tied it for the Pacific.
Yeah, I like the fact that these two get to play together again, and the chemistry is pretty instant there. Good job of just waiting, faking like he's going to shoot. Cale Makar kind of stick one way, and that's one that Hellebuck slid across, didn't slide across as quickly as we saw earlier, and that quick release went underneath. Maybe he felt bad about the disallowed goal earlier. Now Pettersson's got one, as you said, that counts.
Horvat passing to Pettersson. Will he be passing the captain's torch to Elias Pettersson as the next captain of the Canucks?
Yeah. But I like the attack mentality of the All-Star game, and obviously there's always been talks about how do we implement that during the regular season to keep guys from doing the tag up and slowing it down. This is what everybody wants. They want attack mode.
Seth Jones back the other way, 2-on-1 at the horn, and at the end of the first half it's 3-2 Central. Here's Kyle.
Well, Chris, Bo Horvat had the line after the news came down that he was being traded to the Islanders. He thought he was going to be a Canuck for life. Not everything makes sense at All-Star Week. Western Conference jersey, New York Islanders logo on the patch. But some good fun with his old teammate Elias Pettersson. Pacific down a goal after the first half.
Yep. See, good to see a forward like Rantanen back there and making a good defensive play.
Played back here and a little give and go, and Pettersson was stopped and back the other way. First back in 1982, Grant Fuhr. Horvat over the line. Did we get a challenge there? That
was
almost
close.
looked offside.
Yeah, that
too.
was close. Almost thought Pettersson might take it out again just to make sure that if they do score, it's not called back.
Pettersson to Fiala. Fiala can't get the shot to the net.
Performer of the game, fueled by Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Let's listen up to Bo Horvat.
Huh? One last time. One last time. Let's at least connect for one goal. We got one, guys.
There it is. You heard the line one last time, but down 3 with 4:28 to go. Pacific running out of time to keep playing this afternoon, Chris.
Yeah, that got them even at 2-2, but 3 unanswered here by the Central. And Pettersson back out along with Horvat. See the Islander patch.
It's got to feel
his jersey, which is a little unusual.
Got to feel Will. I know, Kevin, you know the difference. You wear one sweater, one pair of socks most of your career. You go to a new one and you put it on, you just can't believe how different it looks and it feels. That's going to be really something for Bo Horvat to go through as well.
And the funny thing is, I don't know if this has ever happened before.
Yeah.
He hasn't even been there yet, but he has received texts, he says, from almost every guy on the Islander team, which I thought was a pretty cool thing.
Takes a little getting used to as well. Flip back in, and it's Pettersson. Front, great pass, and Fiala stopped by Saros. Back comes the Central. Makar in front. And there's a nice stop by Skinner to keep them alive. Pettersson at center. He has Horvat with him, but Pettersson scores his second of the game, and they're not done. With 3:38 to play, it's a 2-goal game.
Well, we saw it last time with Saros with the big save, and his team goes back the other way. Now you got an odd man rush that just a quick toe there by Skinner, and then back the other way is Pettersson looking off, this time his former teammate. And man, you know, we saw his strength with his slap shot. Look at the look back, takes a quick peek, and Saros has been tough to beat down low. There's lots of room on that side, and he puts it exactly where he needed to, up and over the blocker.
I talked to him after he won his hardest shot competition yesterday, and I said, your slap shot isn't even your best shot. Your snapper's a little bit better. And he says, yeah, I like my snap shot.
Horvat comes back on with Pettersson, but here's Kaprizov in front. Robertson stopped by Skinner. And now a turn up ice for Pettersson, who's had a strong game. Staying on side. On the other side was Horvat. Pettersson looked for it behind the net, but it's pushed past him with a half minute to go. And now the extra attacker. If that was to continue, it would have been the Pacific, but they are running out of time here. And the Central Division will post a 6-4 win in the first of the semifinals.
Well, it was great, but also Pettersson put in a pretty valiant effort. You think about the weekend that he's had, and a great example for him is winning the hardest shot last night in the skills competition. We saw for him, it's an important message for young viewers to think of. You don't necessarily have to be the biggest or tallest or strongest player to be really effective with your shot. And you see Pettersson here in the All-Star skills last night, and what a blast he had. But thinking about your form, your skill set, even simple things out, hand position on your puck, and then you see him tonight, he's been great. This one didn't count, but I love the creativity. The fake between the legs comes back and buries it. This one, Elliot, I know you have some thoughts on that one coming back, but Pettersson gets the nice goal. He and Horvat talking about making sure they could connect on one more goal. And then another look. This one, he looks off Horvat. This is a beauty. He looks back, looks across at Horvat, then snipes it top shelf. So what a few days, what a weekend Pettersson is having. Not quite enough, but lots to celebrate for him.